A frequently asked question is how to locate curriculum documents within the MISD website. Anytime you're on the home page, you can click on Departments, then navigate to Curriculum and Instruction. And if you're looking for the core content areas, you'll want K-12 Foundation. The enrichment courses, which will be electives and other courses, will be in K-12 Enrichment. And then there also are some additional information under additional programs. If I click on K-12 Foundation, I'm going to see English, Math, Science, and Social Studies. Each of these give you a link to their curriculum page. If I look at Math, I'll see that on this page I'll have all of the courses that are offered kindergarten through high school. And when you click on an individual grade level, you'll see that you have the on grade level curriculum, but if there is a pre-AP or AP curriculum, it will also be listed separately. You have several different documents. You have a year at a glance, which is a snapshot of just of what's going to go on in the year by topics, not necessarily by specific student expectations. You have process standards. For mathematics, we have the process standards, and so that just lets you see what they are. And then you have each 6 weeks that will have the student expectations and detailed information that you can use as a guide. Then you also have a math timetable. And the timetable is a way to help with pacing and planning for instruction. The days are suggested. It is not expected that you can only spend the number of days that are listed here. That's just a guide to help ensure that you get all of the student expectations within that 6 weeks. It is also not saying that the order that they are listed in must be the order that you follow. You do have flexibility as a teacher to make the best decisions. What we do expect is that these specific student expectations within the 6 weeks are taught within the 6 weeks. But the order that you teach them in, you do have flexibility on changing that. When we look at an individual curriculum document, you're going to see that we have different columns. At the top, you're going to see what 6 weeks that it is, if it's broken into units, and then the number of days that that 6 weeks has for instruction. You'll have the reporting, not the reporting category, the standard that this is in, and then you'll see the specific SE for the text are always going to be listed in the left-hand column. It'll let you know if it's a supporting or readiness standard for STAR, and then you have links here to see the college readiness standards that this student expectation supports. The next column is guiding questions and specificity. This is basically to help you get a deeper understanding of what the expectation is for the student expectation. You need to know how deep you need to go. It might give you some things to think about on what you need to emphasize or what you need to consider. You have an assessment column. This allows you to somewhat see what an assessment item would look like, or the target, if you want to think about, to the level that you need to get to for instruction to ensure that your students will be able to complete a task in the assessment column based on your instruction. Vocabulary words that are here are used to support the instruction and just facilitate the classroom teacher in knowing what things to ensure they use the correct language within the instructional time. You have instructional strategies here. These just give you some ideas of how you could teach this in class. Sometimes the instructional strategies may have an exemplar lesson that has been built around these strategies more specifically to target the SE, and they may be located in the Google Drive. The resources that are listed here are just that, they are resources. If there are multiple things listed here, for example, in this column for this student expectation, it's not saying that you're expected to use every single thing listed. It's just allowing you to have some places to go look for what you might want to integrate into your own classroom's instruction. Most of these should be located on your campus, and if for any reason you can't find the resources that are listed, you could contact your department chair or one of the content coordinators. It's often asked why we need to use these curriculum documents, and it's very important that teachers recognize that we need to teach the student expectations. This is what the expectation is for instruction. And if you take the time to read some of the guiding questions or the specificity that's listed, might give you a better idea of how to plan for your classroom instruction. All the CBAs will be written based off of the texts that are in the specific 6 weeks. So aligning your instruction to the expectations of the district is very important, and this is just a tool that you have to help support your instruction.